Welcome back, Pokemon Trainers. Professor Chaz here, the lab coat's on back order, and we're here with episode, I think, 22 of our Pokemon Crystal version Randomized Nuzlocke here on the channel. In the last episode, I think that was when we took on the Goldenrod City Gym. We got ourselves our third badge, right over here, the plain badge. I'm a plain eater, so I like the plain badge. And we then went up to deal with that Sudowoodo, or Sudowoodo. Turned out to be a completely different Pokemon. But that reminds me, I did not yet prepare our team to prepare for our team recap. So we're going to pop on into the Pokemon Center, grab ourselves our Pokemon, because we were able to add a fifth Pokemon to our team. Bill's PC, and withdraw. Right there. Alright, so, spoilers, you see someone. Actually, you know what? Even more spoilers than that. You can see the team right down there. Alright, so let's start off with our team recap, because we will be going around the region, try to find some more Pokemon. Switch. Why do I always think move is to move them? Weird, right? My brain doesn't seem to process properly. You know what? Let's get you guys in proper order first of all. So yeah, today, my goal is to set out towards and reach Ecruteak City, which is the site of our next gym battle, and site of a few more encounters, actually. Now, just as a reminder for you folks out there, for your chance to have a Pokemon named after you in this playthrough, answer the question of the day that's way over the other side of the layout, and leave hashtag QOTD in your comment response down in the comments below. And as I catch new Pokemon, I look at people that have answered the question and choose a name for those people, or those Pokemon from those people. Anyway, enough rambling aside, let's start off with our recap. Leading the way is Spike the Houndour at level 17. She has Ember, Smog, Leer, and Roar, and very nice special attack compared to the rest of the stats, at least 38, lowest stat being 20 for defense. Next up, we've got Payung, our Pichu, at level 18. Thunder Wave, Charm, Tail Whip, and Flash, with pretty good speed, 32, and more physically offensive than specially offensive. Excuse me. Next up is our newest addition, Omxark. Like I said, it's going to be fun to pronounce that every time. Omxark the Blossom at level 20, with Absorb, Sweet Scent, Stun Spore, and Petal Dance, which is very good. And check out the special defense. Look at that, 51. I think that's the highest stat we have thus far on our team. I might be wrong. Next is Fire Strike the Golbat at level 23 with Scope Lens for critical hit ratio uppage. We've got Bite, Leech Life, Confuse Ray, and Screech. And 51 is the highest stats here. Speed and attack, very nice. Last but not least is Espika the Quagsire, level 24, holding Mystic Water to power up the Water Gun. We're going to be getting Surf, actually, I believe, in Ecruteak City, which is probably going to replace Water Gun. We got Headbutt, Amnesia, Tail Whip as well. Ooh, tie, 53 for attack and defense. I think, didn't the defense go up a little bit earlier than the attack? Now it's back to even. Very nice. Also, the egg moves around sometimes. It must be close to hatching. It might hatch in today's episode. To try to speed things along, what I want to do, if you remember, a while back, we went to New Bark Town to try to find a fishing encounter. Couldn't get it. Sadly, the only things we could find were Smeargle, which we already had, so it was Dupe's Claws. We couldn't, well, with the Dupe's Claws, it's called, Duplication Claws, I guess. Then if you encounter something you've already caught and added to your Pokedex, you have the option of leaving that encounter and going for another encounter. So since we already had Smeargle, I decided, you know what, we're going to try something different. But we couldn't find anything else other than, we could only find Smeargle based on the old rod. So I thought we'll come back later with a different rod, completely forgetting that I do believe there are trees you can headbutt in New Bark Town, and we have headbutt on Espika. Alright, let's grab a berry. I'll take some free HP recovery, thank you. Wonder if I should go back to Azalea Town and get some more Kurt Apricorn Pokeballs. I'll probably wait till I get Fly, then I can do that on like a regular basis. Excuse me, I'm going to run into the walls a little bit here. So, I want to say that as of right now, I am on March break from my 3D animation course. How about that? I was all prepared to go out today, use up a bunch of my Pokeballs in Pokemon Go, because I'm at like 400. I gotta burn through those Pokeballs. A couple lures I want to use, and a bunch of berries. I'm all set, raring to go. Mother Nature decides, here's a blizzard for ya. City Transit decides, it's too dangerous, we're coming off the roads. So I'm stuck in my part of the city right now, but there are a couple Pokestops across the street. Once the snow stops, and I see it's windy out there too, so once all the weather stops, every possible weather, once it's over, I'm going to head over there and probably do a couple of lures. And see if I can find any Pokemon in the way. Alright, we got some trees here. Which is our lucky spot of trees? This is nobody's house. This is Elm's house. I'm going to say Professor Elm has the best Pokemon in his trees. So, I will say I did a little bit of self-spoilerage. I opened up the Pokedex, off-screen, and I decided, let's take a look at the area for all these Pokemon. Where can we find things like Bayleaf, for example? Bayleaf we can find, I believe, is that the Whirl Island? No, Whirl Islands would be the little dot in the middle. That would be, I think, probably just the C route, Route 40, I think. And then, of course, Mount Silver. So, a little bit of spoilers there. I did see that on the route leading towards Ecruteak City, there are wild Arcanine, which initially I thought, yes, I would love an Arcanine, completely forgetting we already have a fire type. We got Spike, our Houndour, so I wouldn't be able to add Arcanine to the team. But I'm pretty sure when you check the Pokedex, the areas it shows do not show you tree Pokemon, whatever can come out of trees. So we might find something amazing, something crazy here. SP does a headbutt. Nothing. We're going to keep moving. We're going to keep trying. We're going to get a headbutt encounter here. I might, if it's a duplicate, I might try a couple of encounters and see if anything different comes out. I'm pretty sure you can get multiple different species out of the trees in each area. Come on, give us something, will ya? Nothing. Why is there nothing in the trees? What? Anyways, so the question of the day for today, I'm pretty sure a lot of my questions of the day are going to pertain to the new information for Pokemon Generation 8 of Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. I've seen something on Twitter, excuse me, that initially, you know, it's a fan art, fan design kind of thing, but it actually leads into some thought process. It's got some credence behind it. Is that the word? So people have been showing Steel-type fan-based evolution for Eevee called, I think it's Guardian, and it's Steel-type. Of course, it's got like a shield on the crest. Like every evolution seems to have a different main type thing. Why am I headbutting the same tree over and over? Okay, I'm gonna try the other trees over this way, but since it's all about sword and shield, and it's based in the United Kingdom with, you know, knights and dragons and stuff like that. Are there dragons there? Sure, why not? Yeah, it seems like it could be something potentially decent as far as evolutions go. So again, I don't put too much thought into that because it's a fan idea. There's been lots of fan ideas. In fact, go to Google, look up Mega Vespiquen, and when you see the one that I've seen, you're gonna think that's an amazing design. If only because I'm being slightly sarcastic, but it looks. Anyway, what does kind of make me think that, question of the day, of course, do you think we'll get a new evolution in Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield? What makes me think that we just might is the fact that every even-numbered generation has given us at least one new evolution. Of course, Gen 1 was the starting one with Eevee. We had Flareon, Vaporeon, Jolteon. But then Gen 2 gave us Espeon and Umbreon. We're not finding anything in these trees. What is going on? Are you serious? Are there no tree encounters in New Barktown? Wow. Okay, I'm going to do one last row up and down of these trees over here. If there's nothing, we wasted the entire intro to this episode. But Gen 2 gave us Espeon and Umbreon. Gen 3, no new evolutions, but Gen 4 gave us Leafeon and Glaceon. Gen 5, nothing. They didn't even have the old Pokemon in the games until post-game, and of course until the sequels, Black 2 and White 2. But Gen 6 brought in Fairy typing, gave us Sylveon. So Gen 7, no new evolutions. Gen 8 could be the next stop along the way in the evolutionary line. Now, interesting question though. I'm wondering, do you think we'll ever see a dual type evolution? I wonder, because we've never seen that yet. They've all been just pure typing. What if, you say for sake of argument, they do make a steel type evolution? What if they go along the lines of the Pokemon Sword version is like steel and rock, maybe something defensive? And what about a steel, I don't know, maybe steel dark, steel ghost or something? What if they make like an offensive evolution based on the sword version, a defensive evolution based off the shield version? That could be a thing. So yeah, I could easily see a new evolution coming into the games with Gen 8 right along the way. Later this year, I gotta make sure to get myself a Switch. Fun fact, I was thinking of getting a Switch. So if you didn't notice, we're giving up on the tree encounter there, because there's nothing in New Barktown. But I was considering getting a Switch as early as, you know, like maybe last month or whatever. Came to realize, you know what? Granted, there's likely going to be some sort of a special bundle pack when Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield come out. So I'm going to hold off until then, get a Switch, get whatever kind of bundle pack there might be. I'm also going to turn off the heater because it's a little too warm in here, and we're good. So later this year, I'm hoping to get a Switch, but I also got to take a look into how to record Switch footage to the channel, because you know, I got to bring you folks a playthrough Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. Or I should say, Pokemon Sword or Pokemon Shield. Fun fact also, Ampharos is only found on this route. And it's like the common encounter. How crazy! But, I haven't decided yet. I'm gonna go Sword or gonna go Shield. I've always seen myself as not so much the aggressor, more of the, not like defensive exactly, but more of the patient, the level-headed, the calm kind of a person. You know, I trust my instincts when it comes to Pokemon training, Pokemon battling, Pokemon Go. Of course, I am Team Instinct. Forever, I ain't using no Team Medallion. I chose Team Instinct, and I knew what I was choosing. But I am not really, like I said, the offensive, the aggressor. So I'm just like, you know, I am somewhat leaning away from Pokemon Sword because of that. But I'm not going to deny, I think Swords are cooler than Shields. I mean, Link, the hero of Hyrule, does not have a Master Shield, right? He's got a Master Sword. He simply has a Hylian Shield, which itself is not bad. It's very cool. It protects you from the rocks on Death Mountain when you're a kid, even though you can only, carry it on your back. But yeah, I really don't know which I'm going to choose, Sword or Shield. It might come down to the color of well, not the box art, but the logo. I find my favorite color is purple. And if I have an option to go for the color purple, I usually go for that. Now, they don't have purple, of course. Pokemon Red and Pokemon Blue. Of course, they were red and blue. I went with blue simply because it had Blastoise on the cover, and I went with Squirtle for my starter. But the thing is, blue and red both make purple. So it's always been a bit of an issue. Do I choose blue or red for these things? So it wasn't that big of a deal. Red and blue, of course, Blastoise on the cover, so I went with blue. Ruby and Sapphire, same kind of idea, red and bluish. I went with blue, traditionally, because that's what I went with. When it came to Pokemon X and Y, that was really hard for me to pick. And I'm like, well, neither one leans towards the color purple. I went with X because it had the blue logo. To me, my eye tends to see purple as more of a bluish than of a reddish. So I tend to lean towards the blue. So I'm thinking, I believe, is Pokemon Sword the blue one? That might make me lean towards Pokemon Blue. I really don't know. I'll have to decide later on. It's probably going to come down to what Pokemon are in each game, too. Maybe that'll help me decide. Alright, all that rumbling aside, we're here on Route 37, which is site of a new encounter. Let's see what we find. Whatever it is, of course, it's going to go to the PC because we have a full party right now. We see. Alright, so I'm not upset with finding an Arcanine. Completely. I mean, as we see, we've got our fire type already on the field. So if we do catch this, won't be able to use it. Not yet, anyway. In fact, wait, this thing could probably have Roar, right? Let's just do this. We're gonna miss. That could be a problem. A critical hit would have taken our fire type away from us. Let's switch. I'm thinking S-Pika with the defenses, probably the best bet right here. I didn't want to go into her because I was thinking, what can she do that will not knock this thing out? But we could just let it take down itself, basically. I'm going to say Water Gun probably will not knock it out. Our special attack is not great. We're 10 levels above. But really, I'm concerned a Headbutt might knock it out because of our attack stat. Let's try Water Gun. I know it is super effective. But again, our special attack is not that crazy. Arcanine is an evolved Pokemon. It has a good chance to handle this. Restrain yourself, S-Pika. Don't go for the knockout. Even though we can't use it, I'd like to add it in the PC. Never mind. Alright, so again, I'm not too broken up over that. Because I would have liked to get something we could choose to add to our team immediately. Even though we do have to wait for that egg to hatch before we can even add another Pokemon. Alright, so red Apricorn. We're going to get all these Apricorns right here, because that gives us some more Pokeballs waiting down at Azalea Town. I want to get Fly. I want to start making these Pokeballs like crazy. Then I don't need to spend cash on that. I can just buy all the potions that I need. Alright, here we go. That's the Heavy Ball, Black Apricorn. I believe blue is the Lure Ball, and red, is that the Level Ball, I think? I wonder what else was on this route. Because when I check the Pokedex, I could only see the things I've already encountered. But what if... I haven't seen Lugia yet. What if Lugia is on that route? Alright, let's beat up some trainers. We good? Yeah, we're probably good. They saw me. Ann and I... What? You can't... This is like that show Ed, Ed, and Eddie. There's two Eds. How do you know who you're talking to? Ann and Ann. Ann. We're in this together. Okay, let's do this. Let's battle. But yeah, it'd be kind of cool to see a couple new evolutions, because, like people say, traditionally we are due. But, bear in mind, Gen 8 is doing things differently. By that I mean, for the first time, we have a mythical Pokemon that evolves. Meltan. We've never had that before. So, at any given time, in any given generation, Game Freak can take what we know about Pokemon and completely turn it on its head. Look at this! They've actually got cute little baby Pokemon! So cool! I mean, well, Caterpies. Technically, I guess technically it's not really considered a baby, is it? Because it's not, you can't not only get it through breeding. That's not even true anymore either. In Gen 7, there are wild Igglybuff, wild Cleffa, wild Pichu. So babies can appear in the wild in this generation. Weird. Alright, we're confused. We're not going to hit ourselves because that would just be mean. We're going to hit ourselves because that is mean. Ow. Welp. I do have potions, I believe. And if Spike stays in by herself, then she gains all this experience. I think that's the smart way to go. As long as we don't knock ourselves out. Stop kissing our puppy dog. You don't know where it's been. That's messed up. In fact, you know what? I'm going to let the burn take you down. I'm going to go another potion. There we go. Full health. Don't pound me. That's fine, too. Burn drops you. Goodbye. But, as I said, they switched things up. Gen 7, they kind of gave us a whole different gym system kind of thing over the trials. But again, I still say they were just reskinned gyms. But they're doing new things, trying to do new ideas and stuff. So that's Gen 8 could completely ignore the whole evolution tradition we've had thus far. We share the same feelings as our Pokemon. Are you like the Corsican brothers, I think? Does anyone remember that movie? Or was it a show? I don't know. I vaguely remember. I can tell what my sister and my Pokemon are thinking. Wow. Okay, you've got some skills there, kid. Hello, sir. What you got? Pokemon can't do a thing if they're asleep. I'll show you how scary that is. Alright, let's see what sleep-inducing Pokemon this particular Psychic has in store for us. Greg, you've got... You're trying to show us up, are you? You got a Houndoom against our Houndour. We are one level above, but you are one evolutionary level above. So I think best bet would probably be S-Pika, but could Fire Strike handle this? Absolutely not. Just starting to think in my head what attacks Fire Strike has. If we had Wing Attack, I might consider it. But with only Bite, which resists, and Leech Life, which is not very powerful, then no. Now, if you are somewhat new to the world of Pokemon and you're thinking in Gen 7 terms, you're probably thinking, Leech Life? That's powerful! It's like, what, 80 base power? Not back here it wasn't. Leech Life was one of those interesting moves that when it was in the older games, right up until Gen 6, I'm pretty sure, it had 15 base power? In fact, we can check the power in this now, I'm pretty sure. But it was really low powered. For some reason, they decided that's got to be boosted, so they powered it up to like 80 base power, and as a TM in the Alola region, which is cool. Putting Pokemon to sleep or paralyzing them are good battle techniques. They're also good for catching. Alright, let's go check Fire Strike, and we'll do move this time. So Bite is attack 60. Oh, okay, base 20 damage for Leech Life. I like how they show that. They don't show you the accuracy here, though, sadly. Alright, but we are basically here in Ecruteak City. We're going to find another wild encounter. What else is on this route? That's kind of cool. A nice evolved Togetic. Fairy type weak to poison. But I'm completely missing it. Of course, I know, there's no fairy type. But if it was fairy type, that would have been good. Now let's kind of burn this thing. I think it's got good defenses anyway. I was going to say special defense, but it's probably just good overall. Okay, that's fine. I was like, don't you be pulling out no hidden power earthquake or anything like that. I'm just gonna go for some experience. Could you imagine if Hidden Power actually did that? Like, well, no, I think back in this generation, it did have variable power. Nowadays, I believe Hidden Power is always a base 70 special attack. The only change is the typing based off your Pokemon's IVs. But I think in this generation, it also randomly had, or I shouldn't say random, it was still based off of your Pokemon's hidden IV stats. But I do believe the power of Hidden Power, the actual attack strength, could be a variable as well. Hello, Wade. What up? I found all kinds of berries. If you want, I'll share some with you. I'll be waiting on Route 31. That's not that far. You know what I want to do? I want to head back there and see, is it going to be randomized to some other items? If it's just berries, then we'll know for sure. But, who knows? Watch him hand us, like, experience share. That would be nice. But I highly doubt it. It might just be bitterberry, mintberry, perhaps. Let's find out. I'm very interested. Good to see you. See, this is what I found. It's for you. It's berry. Hear from me as soon as I find anything you might like. Well, that was only a few minutes out of our day. So, I mean, a free berry. I'm not going to look a gift berry in the mouth. So it would be very rude of me if I did that, huh? Alright, we still got a few minutes to go. We're going to make it here to Ecruteak City. No new encounter today, unfortunately. Well, no, we could. Actually, you know what? Out of my way, ladies. In Ecruteak City, we're going to find a bunch of towers. And the city itself has trees we can headbutt. I was going to say, we could also surf. No, we can't. I believe, excuse me, Morty's gym badge in Ecruteak City to be able to use surf outside of battle. But we could fish. Could be new encounters in the water. Look at the burn! Spike, you're a burn maniac, girl. What the heck? There goes our attack. I don't care. We ain't using no attack. I also got to keep my eyes peeled in Pokemon Go. Because if there's any Shinx Rays in the area, particularly across the street at my Pokemon gym, I'm going to go for it. I only need, I think, 3 more candies to evolve my Luxio into Luxray in Pokemon Go, which is pretty cool. I mean, right now I've got, I think, 20-some Shinx candies and then 60-some rare candies. So we're basically 3 of either or will get me the Luxio or the Luxray that I want to get. Route 37. Alright, we are now in Ecruteak City. Don't want to go for an encounter immediately. I should probably heal. Yeah, let's heal first. And I forgot there's a little bit of a cutscene type thing here. What's going on? Hi, I'm Bill, and who are you? Chaz, huh? You come at the right time. I just finished adjustments on my time capsule. You know that Pokemon can be traded, right? My time capsule was developed to enable trades with the past. But you can't send anything that didn't exist in the past. That would cause a time-space continuum paradox, and Doc Brown tells me those are very heavy. If you did, the PC in the past would have a breakdown. So you have to remove anything that wasn't around in the past. Put simply, no sending new moves or new Pokemon in the time capsule. Also, any new held items, you can't send those either. Don't you worry, I'm done with the adjustments. Tomorrow, time capsules will be running at all Pokemon centers. I have to hurry on back to Goldenrod and see my folks. Bye-bye. Now, also, this leads us to, you know what we're going to do? We're going to completely forget Ecruteak City for now. We'll save these encounters for another time because I'm heading back to Goldenrod City. The reason is Bill will give us a Pokemon. I believe traditionally he'll give us Eevee, but hey, speaking of Eevee, right, for the question of the day, but it's supposed to be randomized to something else. So let's just gotta see, you know? In fact, this is actually a smarter way because we're not going to be losing any time waiting for a random encounter because we know there's an encounter waiting for us. So I think, do I need to have an empty space in my party? Don't know. Just in case, temporarily, we're going to take one of our Pokemon off the layout. Well, not off the layout, but off the team. We're going to deposit Aspika. You can hold out in the PC for the time being. Let us go see what we can get from a Bill. We still got, oh, we got 20 seconds left on my timer. No, we're not going to make it. We're going to make it. We'll be fine. What are you worried about? Don't worry. I'm just going to cancel my timers. That way it doesn't tell me that I'm late. Ha! Alright, now over this way, and Bill lives here, I believe. Hello, Bill. Hi, Chaz. Do us a favor and take this Eevee. It came over when I was adjusting the time capsule. Someone has to take care of it, but I don't like being outside. Why? Can I count? Well, maybe because it's snowing out. Can I count on you to play with it, Chaz? Sure. No, it's not actually going to be Eevee. Unless it randomized to Eevee. I knew you'd come through. Way to go. You're the real deal. Okay, I'm counting on you. Take good care of it. Is it Eevee? No, it's a Slugma. Alright, so fire type. Can't use it. But let's go to our YouTube comments. And we gotta name somebody. Sorry, I gotta name this Slugma after somebody. I can never speak English the good way. Okay, so I gotta take note of who I've named after which Pokemon here too, by the way. Let's see. Who do we have named in the PC? I believe we have Warren. I know that. We got Mariah. I could have just checked the PC while I was there. Let me see. Just one second. I'm getting caught up on my list here. So we still have Golbat. That's Fire Strike. Quagsire is Espika. Nidoran Male, I believe, is... Oh, we have a Venonat in the PC. That's Warren. We have... Who else we have? We have Nidoran Male. Who are you? Ah, I can't even think. Okay. Why do I have not to? Oh, because we had not to in one of the first teams to get destroyed. So I don't think we have... Actually, I know we don't have... Pretty sure we don't have Goku Black named after anyone. And I said I was getting so many TMs in the moment of the last episode. I got some cool TMs. I mean, the ones in the game corner are not that amazing. But anyway, let's go with... I guess we'll just go with a nice simple Goku. Unless I do have a Pokemon named Goku in the PC. I'm gonna go check it. I know we're gonna extend the episode a little bit. We'll go with Goku, which is weird. A fire slug being named Goku, but hey. Also, I just realized it was female. It was, wasn't it? So a female slug named Goku. Hey, I'm not saying that names are all gonna fit with the species and stuff, but hey, you know what? It is what it is. Alright, let's take a quick look, and did I actually name it incorrectly? So we're going to deposit Goku for it. We do have our fire type on the team. Actually, let's take a look at this Pokemon. Stats. So it, of course, fire type, level 20, Smog, Ember, Rock Throw, and special attack, pretty good. It's also level 20. Okay, we're going to deposit you. And let's withdraw. Oh, we got Ryan. Okay, Ryan, Warren, Mariah, and Goku holding down the fort in the PC. So if we, you know, heaven forbid, if we lose our team, we have a poison type backup right here. Second poison type can't really use that. So we got poison, ice, ground, and fire, eventually into rock. I just realized something. I'll talk about that in the next episode, this realization that I just had. Leave you a cliffhanger. Be like, what's he talking about? He's got some information. He's holding out on us. That's right. Something about the typings and the type lock thing that I'm doing. Let's just take a look at the egg quickly here. It's going to hatch soon, so it should hatch in the next episode. But for right now, we're going to end off our adventures here in the Johto region. I'm going to remember to save the game. Very important to do so. And that's going to wrap things up for today. So I will just say, as a little bit of an outro, I was hoping, now that I'm on March break, I was hoping to start doing some live streaming over the weekend. More excuses. Long story short, I didn't have the time and or I was not feeling very well. So that being said, with my week clear, I'm going to see if I can do some live streaming as early as tonight. Just a casual stream, hanging out, talking about stuff. Clean slate. Probably playing all sorts of different games, playing a little bit of Pokemon TCG Online, maybe some Battle Royals and the Wi-Fi battles in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, maybe some trainer battles. I gotta set up my new phone to do the live broadcast, and just also probably talking a little bit about Gen 8 and what we're hoping to see and expecting to see from the new region. But with all that being said, we're now done for today. So thank you folks for watching today's episode. If you enjoyed it, of course, feel free to let me know with the old like button down below. And if you didn't enjoy it, of course, there's always that dislike button. Just make sure you let me know what didn't you like about it so I know what to improve for the future. And I will just say, a shout out to my Instagram and Twitter, linked in the description, and you can see them during the outro. I've been posting a lot of Pokemon Go snapshot photos, and I'm actually having so much fun doing these photo shoots. It's so cool. I can't wait for the weather to get better and for the greenery of spring and summer to come back for much more colorful scenes. Right now, my photos are basically snowfields, but somewhat interesting snowfields based on the backgrounds and all that. Anyway, all that being said, check out my other social media as linked in the description or seen during the outro. If you want to subscribe to the channel here and you're not yet subscribed, feel free to do so. You can also join as a member and get yourself some members exclusive perks, which I fully admit, month of February I got really slack. Didn't send out the, I'm pretty sure I didn't send out any of the members exclusive things, but I'm going to make up for that this month the best way that I can. And I'll throw some ideas together off screen. Anyways, that being said, it's now time to roll. Professor Chaz is signing off. Thank you again for watching, folks, and I'll catch you next time.